It is my pleasure to welcome you to the Chippewa County Board of Commissioners organizational meeting. I'd like to take this opportunity to wish each and every one of you a Happy New Year, Happy Healthy New Year, and thank you all for joining us today. The first item on the agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance, and I would ask Commissioner Barton to lead us, please.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This time I'm going to take roll call. Commissioner Barron.
Here.
Commissioner Martin.
Here.
Commissioner Postula.
Here.
Commissioner Savoy.
Here.
And Commissioner Shackleton.
Here.
If I could have everybody stand, I'd like to give everybody the oath of office before we go any further. And if you could just please raise your right arm and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear or affirm
I do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this state,
and the Constitution of this state,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of County Commissioner
of the office of County Commissioner
in and for the County of Chippewa
and for the County of Chippewa
and the state of Michigan to the best of my ability.
and the state of Michigan to the best of my ability.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you're official, Eric. I like that. The best of my ability.
Me too.
How good am I?
Okay. At this time, I would entertain motions for chairman.
I would make a motion, we elect Commissioner Martin as chairman of Chippewa County Board.
I'd like to support that. And if I may say, and we don't usually comment on these things, but doing a great job. It was a tough year.
Thank you. It means a lot coming from you, especially because you've done this a while.
I will call a second time. Is there any further nominations for chair? And one last time. Any nominations for chair? I declare Commissioner Martin chairman, re-elected to chairman for the Chippewa County Board of Commissioners, and I will take a roll call vote at this time. Commissioner Barron.
Yes.
Commissioner Postula.
Yes.
Commissioner Savoy.
Yes.
Commissioner Shackleton.
Yes.
And Chairman Martin.
Yes.
And at this time, I greatly change positions and back to my position where I belong. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thanks, Kathy.
Did a good job. What do you want? You to stand there.
Yeah, I'll let you through.
Thank you. Okay, next order of business is the election of vice chair. Entertain any,
I would move for chairman, Commissioner Savoy.
I would support that, if I can.
You can.
Any other? Roll call vote?
Commissioner Barron.
Yes.
Commissioner Postula.
Yes.
Commissioner Savoy.
yes,
Commissioner Shackleton.
Yes.
And Chairman Martin.
Yes. Very good. Congratulations.
Thank
Board
you.
of serving for you 2 more years and then some, hopefully. All right, next, approval of the agenda.
We have one item to add, dealing with the 2016 Dodge Charger. So that is what the disposition of and the purchase of a replacement. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I would like to move the approval of the agenda with that added.
support.
Okay, so approval of the agenda amended with the total sheriff's vehicle, deputy vehicle, or whatever, patrol car. Any further discussion?
Should we add that under
10
10?
maybe?
10C perhaps? We got 10A and B, why don't we just make it 10C?
Because 10C is chairman's appointments. Um,
No, that's 10BC. So you got
Oh,
A is the health department, B is appointment various boards, committees. So, no, I'm wrong, I'm absolutely wrong. So it should be I, so it should be 10I. Am I right now?
okay, yep,
Okay. Apologies.
no problem. Okay, so, we need a motion to approve of the agenda as amended with 10I being, the total sheriff's car, patrol car. Correct?
That was my motion.
Okay, that was your motion, and support? Support. Support, motion and support. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Public comment. Again, since New Year, generally speaking, 3-minute time limit, and we do not debate issues here. We will give you your time and then move on. Any public comment? Going once? Going twice?
I think, Don, you're the
Don?
only one in attendance.
I take that as a no.
I would agree. Okay, so I'll declare public comment closed. New business, health department. Mission statement, organizational chart. Can we put these together, Kelly?
The first three.
I'm sorry?
The first three you should be able to put together, but the fourth one is,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So this
Yes, sir.
is something that we have to do annually, since that we are the health board as well as the county board. It's, I don't want to use the term rubber stamp because it is our responsibility to make sure that it's appropriate. If there's any changes, that we review them. However, we do this annually, and I would move approval of items 1, 2, 3, the mission statement, the organizational chart, and the annual policy review.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and support for health department mission statement, organizational chart, and annual policy review. Any discussion, gentlemen?
I'd like to say, I know we have to do this every year, but I think the health department did a remarkable job this year, given the COVID issue, pandemic, and they sure earned their wages.
Yep.
Agreed. And now taking on the vaccine
Yes.
on top of that. So added one more suitcase on the back of that donkey. And they're pulling it through. Absolutely. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes for 1, 2, and 3. Now, medical exam and insurance, page 30 in your packet.
I would so move.
Good motion.
Support?
Support. For the insurance for medical examiners. Kelly, anything we need to know on this?
it increased by about $200, but that's it.
That's not bad for insurance. Okay. Anything else? All those in favor of 10A4, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Approval of various boards, committees, and agencies is next on the agenda. Page 35 in your packet. These will, correct me if I'm wrong, all be roll call votes. Just hold on here 1 second while I find my cheat sheet. All right. First one on the sheet is Chippewa County Building Authority. Two appointments. We have James Trainer as the only applicant for the two.
Chairman Martin?
Yes, ma'am.
May I? You guys could possibly just let this go. This committee has not met for several years. I don't see any bonding issues coming up this year. And without the app, we've always been short on this. We ran it short last year too. It just doesn't meet.
What would happen if we mid-year needed a bonding issue?
I would just bring it back to you
Bring it
guys and
back,
you would
yeah.
then approve it because then it would be a necessity.
I don't ever remember this committee meeting.
The last time would have been when we redid this building.
Okay. 2000.
So,
The hospital has used it, those also, Scott. If anything's going on at the hospital, then this committee needs to be together
That would be
as
to
well.
guarantee bonding or something?
Yes.
My question would be, if it meets so seldom, do we have any sort of procedural ability to put it on like hiatus or something? Or I guess that's what we're doing, we're just doing it de facto, we're just kind of saying, we'll let you know if we need you again.
It's just a thought. They haven't met and we've ran a person short, I think the last 2 years.
How many people are on the board total?
3. The third person is the elected county treasurer.
the problem we have is if we do need to meet, what do we do without Mr. Trainer?
Well, you're not gonna meet.
No, I mean,
We-
if a
we-
bonding issue comes up, then we have to,
Well, okay, so here's a thought, kind of following along with Kelly's suggestion, is that if something comes up, there's going to be some sort of a bonding issue or some sort of need for the building authority, and then at that point, you probably can get 2 people, because it's gonna be an interesting issue for them to deal with. Right now, they're just applying for a board that never meets, so, I don't know, putting it off might not be a bad idea.
Mr. Savoy, Mr. Postula,
Sure.
any input?
I
Like you
could go
say, when
either
you see
way.
it coming,
Yeah.
we could advertise and get more people interested in it.
Commissioner Barrett?
Absolutely.
So-
If there becomes a need for it down the road, then
Yeah. So I think, Mr. Chair, I think you could just, we could just not take action on it and just move on.
Just table. And then we
I
can come back to it.
don't think we have to formally table it, just don't take action.
All right, then, do we need a roll call vote for that, or
You're not
or
doing.
just leave it alone, no action?
No, we're not
We'll
taking
just-
any action.
We'll just move on.
Just moving on.
Okay, so then we will move on then, to building code, appeals. We have Kathy Cairns and Samuel White. We need a third person, or there will be another opening on there, so.
So I'm sorry, so at some point, we're gonna have to do, after today, we're gonna have to advertise for some positions that still need to be
I
filled.
believe you,
And this
I think
is one of them.
that's the way it will go, yes, at some point. So, we'll need a roll call vote, or can we can't do unanimous consent here, can we?
I don't know, can we?
I think,
I believe we can do a unanimous
Can we do a voice vote on unanimous consent, or is it still roll call?
I believe we can do a unanimous ballot on this,
With voice vote?
with a voice vote.
Do we need to make that a motion that we're voting for the 2?
Yes.
we've
You
2
want to-
applicants
Sure.
and 3 positions, so,
Yeah.
I would make the motion, we reappoint Kathy Kearns and Samuel White
As a unanimous ballot.
as a unanimous ballot.
I'd support.
motion and support for Ms. Cairns and Mr. White. Unanimous ballot. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. All right. Next, Department of Veteran Affairs. We have one appointment here. We have,
Health and Human Services.
oh, I'm sorry, Health and Human Services, my bad. I put a check mark next to it before I got to it. And we have one applicant here for one position. Entertain a motion to do
So
by
moved.
unanimous ballot.
So moved.
Support.
Motion and support for Ms. Curtis, Department of Health and Human Services by unanimous ballot. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Is there a reason this is on twice? We only need one appointment, right?
For,
In case we had to vote twice.
yeah, that's just the form she
Okay.
uses,
Yeah,
even,
okay.
which is fine. Because we have had to have a second or third vote sometimes, well, actually, almost every time. Next one, we have one appointment here, current is Commissioner Savoy. Mark Miners has thrown his hat into the ring. But I have some questions on this, but we need a motion first. I think.
If I can kind of go out of order a little bit, would you be happy to continue to serve?
Yes.
Then I would move Commissioner Savoy be reappointed to the Department of Veterans Affairs.
Support.
Number one, I know Commissioner Savoy does a good job. Number two, it's nice to have a commissioner there that can keep us in touch with what's going on.
I think all we do with this is just do a vote, normally, roll call vote, normally. I thought on Veteran Affairs, the commission had an appointment, so we do not have an appointment there.
Yes, you do.
Yes, we have a liaison, and this position is for the appointed position, where I can actually attend the meetings and vote. As a liaison, I'm just.
You
an
cannot do
observer.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, very good, thank you for explaining it, because I had some questions here.
Of all the boards, this is the most important one to me.
Absolutely, very good. All right, so then we will just do a roll call vote on the Department of Veteran Affairs with Mr. Miners or Commissioner Savoy.
Commissioner Barron,
Yes,
Uh,
for
Savoy.
Commissioner Savoy.
Commissioner Savoy.
Commissioner Pastula,
Yes, for Robert Savoy.
Commissioner Savoy,
I vote for myself.
Commissioner Shackleton,
Savoy.
and Chairman Martin.
Commissioner Savoy. Congratulations, sir. Keep up the good work. We hear good things about Veterans Committee. Economic Development Corporation, also known as the EDC, we have 2 appointments. We have 5 applicants for that. Currently, Mr. Timmer and Mr. Quinnell are there. We would vote for each of these separately by roll call. If we need to have some
Can I make a
discussion.
motion that we cast a unanimous ballot to reappoint Mr. Cornell and Mr. Timmer to the board? We can do that even when there's other applicants, can't we?
If, as long as the feeling of the board is
That's-
unanimous.
Well, it's a motion, you can vote no, or I could not get support on it.
I
That's fine.
support that motion.
Okay,
Motion, because what I'm driving at is
Yeah.
if it is not unanimous, then I think we have to do the roll call.
okay.
That would be my feeling. I have no problem doing it this way.
Yeah, no, I,
As long as we are
Yeah.
unanimous,
I'm
I
good.
have no
That was
problem
the
with
2 I was
this.
gonna go for.
So we have motion and support to reappoint Mr. Timmer and Mr. Quinnell to the EDC. All those in favor?
And Mr.
Oh,
Chair,
I'm sorry?
because there's more to be elected, maybe it's better we just do a roll call on this one.
Okay.
But
that's fine.
just,
I don't care.
yeah.
Commissioner Barron,
Yes, for Quinnell and Timmer.
I think we had to do one at a time though,
Yep.
right?
Quinnell.
Oh, yes,
Or-
for Quinnell.
Quinnell or Timmer. Or
One of
Griffin,
the
or
others.
Ormsby, or Wilkes.
okay. Commissioner Pastula,
You went with Quinnell?
Yeah.
Get that? I'll go with Quinnell first.
Commissioner Savoy,
Jim Cornell.
Commissioner Shackleton,
Cornell?
Chairman Martin.
Quinnell.
Commissioner Barron,
Yes, for Timmer.
Commissioner Pastula,
Timmer?
Commissioner Savoy,
Richard Timmer.
Commissioner Shackleton,
Timmer?
and Chairman Martin.
Timmer. Next, we have E911. Rudy Johnson is in there now. The only applicant was Mark Miners. So we could probably entertain a motion for unanimous.
So moved.
Support for Mr. Miners.
Motion and support for unanimous ballot with Mr. Miners. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? passes, Mrs. Meyer. Next, EUP Transportation Authority. One appointment, the current is Linda Garlitz. Applicants Linda Garlitz, Jesse Knoll, and Ted Postula. We will entertain a roll call vote here, unless there's discussion. Okay, go ahead.
Commissioner Barron,
Yes for Ted Postula.
Commissioner Postula,
I want to go with Linda Garlitz.
Commissioner Savoy,
Linda Garlix.
Commissioner Shackleton,
Linda Garlitz.
and Chairman Martin.
Also Linda Garlitz.
Thanks.
Next is Jury Commission. We have no applicants for that position, so that would be one that we would probably have to
Re-advertise.
repost.
Or we could just reappoint Jay to it regardless.
Yeah, we could ask.
Do they meet very often?
No.
About maybe 6 times. We send out 5,200 juror questionnaires, and they have to go through all those questionnaires.
Oh, they do.
Yes.
Maybe we could talk Mr. McLean into throwing his hat in the ring for that. It's opposite day, Don. So no means yes. No?
6 years ago, I thought I'd never be sitting here again. Here I am.
Yeah, life takes twists and turns.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We'll reappoint.
can we
re-advertise
reappoint? Okay.
that. Re-advertise rather.
Are we gonna re-advertise or are we gonna,
Mr. Picaro did not apply to be reappointed,
so
so
we
we
have
have
to,
no applicants.
so then we have to repost that then. So we'll move on then to HBH. 2 appointments. And we are gonna do these individually and with a roll call vote.
Commissioner Barron,
Yes for Johnson.
Commissioner Postula,
Jim Moore.
Commissioner Savoy,
Jim Moore.
Commissioner Shackleton,
Jim Moore?
and Chairman Martin.
Jim Moore.
Mr. Chair,
Uh,
for
yes,
the
sir.
next position, I would make a motion that we re-advertise for more appointments, or more applicants rather, for
We have a
this board.
motion to post for more applicants. I'll entertain support for that.
Support.
And support, and just so that everybody here is in the loop. The issue is that Mr. Johnson went to 1 meeting out of 12 last year. And I am only 1 vote, but in my opinion, that disqualifies him from service. We need people to be, especially with HBH, we need people to be there. The mental health crisis is real, it's here. It's the reason why we're going back to school Monday, and Sioux schools, because for the mental health of, I would argue, the teachers and the students both. We can't have people there absent, so I've said my piece, probably more than I should. So, we have motion and support to repost this. Any further discussion, anybody? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. We will repost that for HBH. Road Commission, Jeremy Gagnon is the only applicant. Would entertain a motion for unanimous ballot for him.
So move.
Support.
Motion and.
He is a current member now, right?
Correct.
And along with Ormsby and Timmer. So this is the one that's up. Okay, gotcha. Wasn't sure on that.
War Memorial Hospital would be next.
So okay, you do a
Oh,
voice
I'm
vote
sorry,
on that.
my bad, sorry. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Unanimous ballot, puts Mr. Gagnon back on. Thank you. Next, War Memorial Hospital, Applicants, Tony Andary, Tom Farnquist, Rudy Johnson, Charles Palmer, Ted Pospiel. We will have a roll call vote here.
Commissioner Barron,
Just one question, are everybody staying on this board? We just have one appointment?
Yeah, there's only, I'm sorry if I may,
Yes, sir.
there's only one opening on the board and,
5 applicants.
and 5 applicants, and that's the only one we're doing. And to be clear, again, this is probably not actually worded correctly. We don't, our board does not directly appoint a member to the hospital board.
What we were saying earlier, you're just.
Yeah, we send over a recommendation, and it would be actually illegal for us to make an appointment onto a 501c3 board, you know, but this is the recommendation, and the hospital usually tries to accommodate it if it's appropriate.
They have rejected our
Yeah.
appointments before.
Yep.
And Ted Postula is the current member, term
Yes, sir.
that's expiring.
And Ted, you've been on the board for how many years?
20.
More than you care to say?
And actually,
We were talking earlier, it kind of sounded like there's 2 openings, but Charles Palmer, he's on there now, but I think he went through the process of doing it internally, didn't he?
well,
I mean, he applied,
No, that came through us, but apparently that appointment's not open right now, right?
I couldn't remember where that was. But I know mine is up, and I'm willing to stay on it.
Yeah, my understanding is that there's one position is open, and that's this one. The Commissioner Pastoulas.
If not, we'll be corrected
Yeah.
very shortly.
Yeah. Charles Palmer is on the board, and by the way, he's a really good board member, reasonably new to the board, and he's not up for reappointment right now. His name is on here by virtue of having turned in an application, and we have to list it.
Very good. Any more discussion? All right, we'll have a roll call vote on this. Ms. Malport?
Commissioner Barron,
Yes, to recommend Ted Pospiel.
Commissioner Postula,
I will vote for myself, Ted.
Commissioner Savoy,
Ted Postula,
Commissioner Shackleton,
Pastula.
and Chairman Martin.
Go Sheila.
congratulations, Ted.
Thank you.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Depends on how things go, eh?
That's another
it's
busy
busy,
board lately.
busy's been interesting.
Yeah. That's it for those?
Okay.
Now there's the
CP State Fair Authority.
Let's see that.
Where was that?
It'd be on page 2 of your packet, right under War Memorial Hospital. As an agenda item of 11, this would be an agenda item of 10B12. UP State Fair Authority acknowledging UPCAP's bylaw change,
Gotcha.
which changed expiration date to 12/31/2022 for Jake Campbell. I'm guessing this is basically a housekeeping issue.
I think it coincides with their timeframes. And I would make the motion.
So we have a motion to acknowledge UPCAP bylaw change. Do we have support?
Support.
Motion and support to extend the expiration date of Jake Campbell's position to 12/31/2022. Any discussion on that? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Okay, chairman appointments, page 46. You'll have to bear with me on this one because I have not done this before. And Mr. Shackleton, Commissioner Shackleton did a good job with it. All right, we're going to start off with Board of Public Works, which we are all on. Then Community Action Agency would be Commissioner Pasco. County City Liaison Committee will be myself and Commissioner Shackleton. The County Township Liaison Committee will be Commissioner Barron, Commissioner Pasco, and Commissioner Savoy. Department of Veteran Affairs Liaison would be Commissioner Savoy. Prison liaison will be Commissioner Barron and Administrator German. Upward talent will be Commissioner Shackleton, and I will be the alternate on that, and that one will work with the committee making that work. Chippewa County Recycling Committee will be myself, and if at all possible, Administrator German, we will pull the plug on you. I just have to make sure everything's good by the bylaws, so that you don't have to worry about the recycling.
Well, if, I don't want to interrupt you,
Yes,
but I
sir.
guess I'm gonna anyway. I think what we sort of did was say, look, at least one of us needs to go. So a lot of times we would just take turns going. So you have someone there from the.
Well, would it be okay then to have him just be the alternate then?
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah, so if I can't make it, because that's something that I want to do, and it's not that far, and they've always held that meeting after 4 o'clock.
yeah, but I don't think you can list him as an alternate because I think he's technically on the board. But you'd just be absent if you didn't go, but, you know,
So,
again,
in other
we just
words,
took turns.
Unless you hear from me, I'm going.
Okay.
Okay, good enough then. All right, so then we'll have to plug in Administrator German there. Regional Planning and Development will be Commissioner Barron, and the alternate will be Commissioner Shackleton. EUP Regional Trails will be myself. Central Dispatch will be Commissioner Savoy and Administrator German. UpCap will be Commissioner Postula. UPRC&D will be Administrator German. Emergency Food and Shelter National Board Program will be myself. Finance Committee, the chair will be Commissioner Savoy. The vice chair will be Commissioner Shackleton. Building Grounds, the chair will be Commissioner Barron. Committee members will be Commissioners Savoy and Shackleton. Or, I'm sorry, yeah, that's correct. Personnel and Equalization, the chair will be Commissioner Postula. And the other committee members will be Commissioner Shackleton and Commissioner Savoy. That is it?
Just,
As far as we go. Sir?
just sort of a vaguely related question. I noticed one of the first ones we did was Building Authority, or rather, Public Works, rather.
Yes, sir.
And I was, so right away, I thought of that Building Authority, and I said, can the Public Works do what, take over the responsibilities of the Building Authority, or no?
Of the bonding,
Yeah,
I would have to check with the lawyers to
Okay.
see if that were
because
possible.
it just seems a little redundant that we got a Public Works and then we have a separate Building Authority.
I'm not sure.
Okay,
There might be a reason for that.
Right.
In that they want
Based on
community
law,
members
yeah.
doing that, and then us looking into it. I'm just saying, I don't know.
right, I don't either.
But-
Just a thought.
Yeah, if we can, if we can streamline the processors, it makes sense. But there may be a reason why there seems to be some redundancy there, as they want outside eyes looking
That could
at these things. Okay. Meeting schedule, times, and holiday schedule be 48 in your packet. You can dig in there. I know.
The proposed schedule is.
Proposed schedule.
Doesn't have the times on it. No, that's holiday schedule. Where's the?
Yeah, on page 48. 48 has the times. If we all want to take a look at that, because I know June, July, and August, we moved to 2 o'clock.
Yeah, if it's the same as last year, I'm good with that. There it is.
I think it's pretty close.
The June finance is still at 4:30 though, because school is still in session, Jim.
I seen that, yeah.
Okay.
Is it best again?
I'll make a motion, we accept the proposed meeting schedule.
Can we put with that, though, okay, no, we're good, you're good, because we're really doing 48 and 49 both together, correct?
And these are Thursday meetings now, right? We're doing Thursday and Thursday.
Correct, there's
I
so.
like that a lot better. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I
So
think
what is it to approve the meeting schedule and the holidays?
Holidays, do we need approval on that?
You can just accept them into
Yeah,
the,
we just accept that usually.
But we need a vote on the board meeting schedule.
I'll
Correct.
support
Yes.
Bob's
All right.
motion.
So we have motion to approve the board meeting schedule of finance and committee of the whole. And we don't do anything with that. So we have a second.
Yeah.
Motion and support. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion to accept the 2021 Chippewa County Board of Commissioners. Passes. Next. I got way too many pieces of paper here. I've lost my cheat sheet. All right, here we go. Next, we have county bylaws and rules of procedures on page 50.
E-
you can probably do E, F, and G together.
I'm sorry?
E, F, and G, do the bylaws, organization chart, annual policy review.
We'll put E, F, and G together.
I would just mention that we can change these bylaws and rules of procedure if, if we find it needs to be done anytime during the term, but we also have to at least approve it, so we've got a blueprint to start with. I'll make the motion that we approve, what is it, E, F, and G?
E, F, and G. Motion, support.
Support?
Motion and support to approve E, F, and G. Any more discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Approve December claims and accounts.
So moved.
Motion?
Support, I guess.
Thank you, sir.
I
Motion.
haven't-
Yeah, don't be
I
shy.
haven't looked at them yet.
Any discussion on claims and accounts? They were, it's in. There being none, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Claims and accounts are paid. That brings us to the addition, which was I. On that, on the automobile.
Does this have to be two separate items, or one, Kelly, or what?
You can make it one.
You're talking about the.
The car?
The salvage and the purchase?
To allow them to figure out how they're gonna replace it, yeah.
But I know the salvage had to be done, because those prices are only good for what, 10 days?
Yep.
So the salvage component has got to be done today.
All right.
But then will we do RFQ to replace the car, or what, how would that work?
So the issue.
Pardon?
So then we would also authorize that we issue an RFQ. And I would say that you can go straight out with the RFQ, it doesn't have to come to us for approval,
Okay.
because it's gonna be a straightforward, same as usual RFQ.
If they get a brand new vehicle, that's gonna be then 30,000, then we'd be adding 20 to our budget. Just so.
How else are we gonna replace it?
I'm just saying, yeah, just so everybody's, you know,
I'd make the motion that we go with settlement option 1. It's gonna be the quickest and most expedient, and I think that the number 2, if it has any financial value, it's gonna be very low and a lot more risk and busyness. So I'd say we go with number 1 and authorize the administration to put out an RFQ for replacement of the car.
We have a motion
Support.
and support, motion and support to go with option 1 and then do an RFQ. And we'll revisit this obviously in February.
Hopefully we'll have the ability to purchase one.
Why are we doing it that way? Are they wrecked or they're just?
Yeah, it was totaled.
oh, yeah.
The car was totaled.
But there's 3 of them, right? Oh,
No,
the three
there was
salvage
three.
bids, one
Those
car,
were
gotcha.
salvage bids.
Yeah,
Right.
okay, because I heard you talking earlier, so we had
Basic-
some insurance money involved.
Yeah, basically, we either let MMRMA do it, or we try to do it ourselves. And it's very likely to our advantage to let MMRMA do it. So that was what my motion is.
Okay.
Okay, any more discussion?
Do we have other support?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was.
Okay.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. So that brings us to commissioner comments.
I have none.
None?
May I? I'd just like to say, I'm really excited about this new board, and I look forward to working with all of you. And Happy New Year.
I would concur. Commissioner Barron came to all the meetings and kind of, as a teacher, he's doing his homework, which is great, seeing how things work here. And Mr. Pascala, you are certainly no rookie, so we'll take your experience and use it, I'm sure. Again, I want to thank Commissioner Shackleton for all that he did as chair, but in that made this job much more difficult for me because it's like following Ted Brady. So.
Football.
Football reference, can't help it. And Commissioner Savoy, again, for his continued public service. When he could be sitting at home in front of a fire, right now he's out here tromping around town. And again, the heads of all of our departments, and Kelly, who does yeoman's work. Commissioner German who's helping us through a rocky time here. And as long as he's
Or a
here,
demotion.
Commissioner McLean, thank you again for all your service. I hope where we have these openings, I hope that you would, put your name in the hat. If you can continue to help us, I'd very much appreciate it. And thank you again for all your service. And your granddaughters just rock it on the basketball court. So, all right. That being said, Happy New Year.
Motion to
2021 is
adjourn.
going to be better. Motion to return. Do we have support?
Support.
Support. We are adjourned. Thank you.
Somebody's taking off for Missouri this afternoon?
I am.
All right, this weather could be
I
nasty.
know, I just think